everyday junglist.
Yes, Massive Crew back once again with another video, and today I am going to install my HXC emulator on my Akia S950. I haven't got a button on there at the moment, but I'm going to put one, waiting for some to arrive. As soon as they come in, I'll put it in there. But as you can see, the HXC emulator's got a lovely screen and everything on it, and I want to install that so that I can just start, because floppies are getting hard to get hold of, and it's getting a bit of a nightmare. They get, you know, the ones that I've got, a lot of them got errors and stuff, and finding good ones is a nightmare. So what I want to do is I want to install that on there, and also I've got a ton of images that I've archived from the Brain catalogue, and also all my old song discs and stuff, all my 950 discs. I want to now put them in here on a little USB stick and be able to just pop that in there and load. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes. Okay guys, that's out now. But if you look in the rack here now, geez and bread. Because look, I've got all my leads here, but I don't know what goes where. So it's not going to be too hard to figure out where these leads go. But I'm going to have my work cut out, no doubt. Okay guys, so here we have an Akia S950. Let's have a little look around this machine. Finally got it out the rack. That means we can then see around it, on top of it, all over the place. And as you can see, it's got 4 screws here. 1, 2. Another on the opposite side, you've got number 2 there. 1, 2. You've got the rack ears, which I think they got to come off. So guys, let's have a little look at the back and let's see what this is all about. Okay, so you've got your left and your right. You've got a mix output. You've got channel 1 to 8. These are all your outputs where you assign your outputs and stuff. You've got your mix out, which I assume is maybe a stereo. You've got left and right. You've got left and right here stereo. I'm not sure what a mix is. I can't remember what that is. It's sort of connecting to that. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember what that's for now. Comment down below if you know what that's all about. You've got your MIDI out and through. You've got your voice out. Don't know what that is. Maybe that's for your foot pedal. I don't know. And you've got your RS232C interface, and I'm guessing that's to connect to a computer. As you can see, my one has got a bit of movement in there. It's a bit dodgy. And I've also changed, oh, and not to forget the power. You've got 240 and 220. I'm not sure why you would want to select between 240 and 220, but I'm not going to touch that. Mine's working. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. And there you have it. So first screw off is going to be the screw on the left here. Going to keep all the original screws handy. Right, so I'm going to get on with that. I'm going to just remove the screw here, and probably going to have to remove the rack ears as well. Wow, this is quite a job. Alright, so I'm going to get on with that now. Alright, this thing looks like a pit bull with no ears now, look at it. Right, okay, so now I'm going to slide this off. As you can see, top comes off. Wow, man, look at this. I've never seen this. Crazy. So you've got all your board here, look, your motherboard. Holy crap. Okay, I think we have to get on the underside of this. Look inside here, man. I wonder where you put the hard disk. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is mounted where? 4 screws there. You can get in there from the side. Underneath here, look, you've got your memory, I think, expansion now. Oh yeah, and I've got EPROMs for it as well. What do you do? Alright, I'll tell you what, let's flip it over. I think this is where the hard drive goes, to be honest. I'm going to take this little port off here. and have a look inside. I just hope this thing still works and I put it back together then. Wow. Okay. So, looking inside there, you can see it's like, right, so in there, look, you've got like an expansion port of some kind, and you can see your memory in there. Obviously this back panel comes off, and I think you'd fix some sort of hard drive on the back here, I don't know. That is mad. I can see the floppy. I can see the floppy mechanism there. So the floppy's held on from these 4 screws here. You take them off. I only think you need to take the top off, to be honest. And you know what? Yeah, let's take this back panel off here, because you can access the floppy drive area easier. So I'm just going to put this back on. Warning, shock hazard, do not open. You hear that? Right, so I'm going to take off this base here just so I can get to the cables. There's a little panel on the back here. I'm removing this, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 3. So big up Equinox, you know. You give me this 950. Good to have friends like that, you know. That's what you call brethren. Ah, I can see the floppy drive now. So at least I can get in there and see what's going on. I don't even know if I'm supposed to remove this panel, but I removed it anyway. Right, now let's have a quick peek at this. So in here, as you can see, look, I've got the 950 memory in there, which I'll have a look at later. And then there's the floppy drive, right? And then there's all the floppy drive power, and there's also the floppy ribbon cable, which looks really weird. Right, so I think I've got to take the front of this off, you know. Wow, man, this is getting mad. So guys, after a fun strip down, I'm going to remove these 4 screws here, which I can see they hold the floppy disk drive in place. Look at that there. See, that's the floppy disk drive there, and the 4 screws are there. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to remove them and see what happens. Okay, 4 floppy screws are out. Let's see what happens next. Okay, next I'm going to remove the screws that are holding this heatsink on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. Okay, so next there's a cable here. I'm just going to remove it. There's a little sort of lip there. So yeah, so okay, this is easy. So you pinch and you pull up. Right, so if you look in there now, you can see the heatsink is out of the way, and now I can see the floppy disk drive. But it still feels like there's one more screw there that's not loose, so I'm gonna have to lift it up again, support around the back here, and I think it's this screw. This screw. See this screw here? And this screw. Yep, it's moving. Floppy drive is loose. Yes, it's moving. Okay, so let's flip it back over. Okay guys, so now you can see that this should be able to pull back and move out, he says. There's nothing jarring that from coming out. I hope I'm going to be able to remember to put this all back together, you know. Okay guys, I finally figured it out, right? And it was just like a case of moving the drive like in a sort of a up and down kind of motion. You've got to kind of figure it out to get the drive out. So this is the drive. I finally got it out. What a nightmare, guys. So it's out now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm disconnect this and then disconnect this and then connect the HXE. Now I have no idea if the jumper settings will work, but we're going to give it a go. Distro hardcore, load sample. Look at that. Oh my gosh.